Hi, this is Laurene, and I've been guided to do another video. If you'll give me a second to clear, center, and balance my energy, we'll get started. Okay, so there's three areas I was guided to talk about. One is the force of creation as a means of protection. The second, the I am state, the creative state, the state of creation, and path and purpose. And I will put timestamps in the description so you know where to go to listen to those topics. The force of creation was touched upon, I think it was the last video when I talked about how we, transcending humanity, would heal Mother Earth. And then we would be, when the timing was right and when we received the message, we would be traversing the universe to heal worlds, solar systems, galaxies. That was part of our path and purpose as humans on Earth. And that's part of Mother Earth's purpose also. And I said that would happen from a place of non-violence, from a place of love. There would be no weapons. And I had to ask, and even though I'd been receiving that message for several years, at least 3 or 4 years, I had to ask, how would we do that? How is that possible? And I knew it was rooted in love, in sharing love with each other and other worlds, because that's what I experienced in my childhood with my grandmother and my father. Just very compassionate people, and never ever had anybody act in a way that was cruel or aggressive towards them, because they were so accepting of everybody, non-judgmental. And I knew that was the key. I could feel it. But I wasn't sure how that would look as we, transcending humanity, would leave this world and be able to heal other worlds. And the very strong vision I had was, I saw myself standing in this position, and my hands were up like this, and then my heart, it was open like a vortex. It was a vortex, and it could be perceived as a black hole, but I saw it as a Fibonacci spiral. I saw it as that shape, that V, following that numeric sequence. And the message that was conveyed to me was, through my intention, through our intention of sharing love, tolerance, compassion with each other, this world, Mother Earth, and then other beings on other worlds, other solar systems, other galaxies, that intention to share that love, compassion, kindness, acceptance, and tolerance creates a force. It's that force of intention that creates the energy, that creates a field and a force. Okay? And so my hands are up. I feel this energy within my heart, and it is with my intention to heal, with my intention to love unconditionally, with my intention to bring beauty to the greater good. It's that intention, all those beautiful thoughts, that create the force of energy that moves in front of me or moves around me. That is what is shared with me, but that is not the only thing. So as I'm having that vision, the message that's shared with me is, it's not just about creating force through intention and through love. This is a process of creation, okay? This process of creation, rooted in love, is what creates the force that we need to heal this world and the universe through love. And then I was guided to talk about the vision I've been having, and creation from the I am state. And so I did a video about this. I did, I think, 4 or 5 videos about this last year, short ones, and I'll put them in the description, but I'm going to talk about it really quickly right now. And that's the second topic, I am state, the creation from the I am state. And so what I was shown, and let me first explain that the message came through very clear that, to me, that divinity, the source, the creator of all things, God, just defines itself as unconditional love. In its homeostatic state, in its I am state, when it's pure consciousness, it perceives itself as unconditional love. And this energy knows that because of its experience here on Earth. Because humans embody the depth and breadth of emotion, divinity has experienced that depth and breadth of emotion through us. And through its experience here on this world, it has come to be able to identify itself as unconditional love. Okay, so from this homeostatic state, this I am state, when divinity, the source, the creator of all things, begins to consider what it can possibly be, this consciousness perceives its, when this consciousness asks, what can I possibly be? The metaphor that was shown to me is this consciousness starts to consider what it can possibly be, and those considerations begin to project themselves onto what looks like to me an egg, right? So if I'm sitting in the middle of this egg and I'm thinking about all the things I could possibly be, those thoughts start to project themselves onto the inside of this egg. Okay? Once that begins to happen, at some point, this consciousness, divinity, the source, begins to manifest this reality. So that egg, what's shown to me is that egg begins to open, like 4 leaves just open. And those projections that are on the inside of the egg begin to manifest this reality, or a reality. Okay? And then we have our universe. Okay? It begins. And so that is what was demonstrated to me as the process of creation. That process of creation is rooted in unconditional love, because divinity considers itself to be at its homeostatic state, unconditional love. So as we, as transcending humanity, become masters of our emotional body, masters of maintaining clear-centered and balanced energy, and masters of the energy not only within but around us, that means we're mastering the consciousness. Because it's our consciousness, like divinity's consciousness, that is manifesting the reality around us. Okay? I'm going to plant the seed. Our consciousness is a part of the divine consciousness. It's not separate. It is wholly, fully divine. It is merely our perception is merely a fractal of divinity. It is, let me see, that's not good enough. Hold on. I am a projection of a perception of the divine consciousness. I am not separate. I'm one of the many possibilities of the source of creation. As is every being, every particle of energy on this planet and in this universe. Plants, the flowers, my stones, everything are a perception of what divinity, the source, the creator of all things, can possibly be. And as transcending humanity, as we start tapping into that truth and we master our consciousness, we master our emotional body, we open ourselves up and we begin to tap into that creative force that is our true divine selves, our true selves. We tap into our divine, I'm going to say power, but it's not truly a power, because power to me implies empowerment or powering over someone, power over someone or something. It's not power. It is acceptance of who we are truthfully. It is acceptance of our truth of who we are. And when we accept all parts of ourselves and open ourselves up to truth, we start to tap into that creative force, that creative gift. We tap into that unconditional love, and we tap and we understand how we, through our intentions, can create a force of energy that is the most powerful thing in the universe. It's so powerful that it protects us from all things, but it protects us by creating beautiful things. So when we are emanating that perfect creative force through our heart, through this vortex, we are creating peace. We are creating love all around us. We are creating tolerance. We are creating the thing that we seek to manifest. It's not that we're even protecting ourselves. It's that we are creating consciously exactly what we seek to manifest through the beauty of that divine unconditional love. Okay, give me a second. Okay, all right. And then this journey of creation, of finding our way back to this profound sense of true identity, right? True self. This journey is called path and purpose. Path and purpose is not one thing. Path and purpose is the journey back to unity. And so I'm going to use myself as an example where I was in 2016 when I took that Psychic 1 class. where they taught me what the clairs were, and they taught me how to bring the light in. That was the first step as I opened up. And as I opened up and allowed this energy to come in and guide me and trusted that energy, I've been taking steps forward on this journey. And as I've said on the introductory to this YouTube page, on my YouTube page, I talk about all the videos being a true and authentic record of that awakening. And I'm not going to ask you to watch all of them because there's a lot, but where I was on that first video I made and where I am now is different. And what I perceived as angels, guides, extra dimensional beings, all that process has changed how I perceive those energies. It's all different. But all those epiphanies that I've had between 2016 and today are called path and purpose. There's no one thing. It's just a series of events that have walked me to a place where I understand who I am and what I'm meant to do. And there's no one thing I'm meant to do. I'm just opening myself up to divine guidance. And every step forward is about bringing peace, love, tolerance, and acceptance. Whatever that is, whatever I'm guided to do, I do in that moment. And so path and purpose is the journey back to unity. It's that awakening, it's that acceptance, it's many, many, many things, but it's all meant to bring us back to unity, to bring us back to wholeness. Okay? And there are stages and there are steps, but it's no one thing. It's constantly changing, and we go through different phases and we go through different stages, but each of us has a journey and it's unique. No one journey is the same. They may be similar or they may be completely different, but we all have a journey that we're meant to walk, and it's called path and purpose. Okay, give me just a second. So I think that's it. Thank you.